Alright, welcome back to Speletons. Alright, so Nintendo's bad, which, I'll get to that.
I still don't have a problem entirely with Nintendo. I
No,
understand.
I was going on a story. See, no one
Go
paid
on.
attention there. Way to go, Derek. Way to not pay attention to what I was saying. It's so rude. No, back on, back in the day, basically right around when, PlayStation, All-Stars released. Fucking like for those if you don't, do you know what PlayStation All Stars is?
Um, no.
It's basically
Sounds.
PlayStation Smash Bros.
Okay, yeah, okay, I have heard of it then. It does sound familiar.
Yeah. And it was alright. So it was a platform fighter like Smash Bros, which
Yep.
involved PlayStation stars all coming together. We had Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. You had
Yeah.
you had the motherfucking Big Daddy. Like you had a lot of hype characters
Ooh,
in this
that's
shit.
cool.
What?
That's really cool.
Yeah,
And,
no, it is. And then you had Sackboy from Little Big Planet. You had Kratos from God of War. You had a lot of you had both. You had Cole from Infamous. I don't know if you ever played Infamous, but that was a really cool game. There are a lot of hype characters,
yeah,
so to
sounds
speak. They had Spike from Ape Escape. They had fucking Ape Escape in there. Like, holy wow.
I imagine was there a Final Fantasy character or Sora or anyone like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
We did. I don't think they got one from Squeenix. Amazingly, but they did get a Tekken character. Heihachi was one of the third-party characters. I'm trying to think of them. They did get for DLC. They did get Isaac Collect from Dead Space.
Okay.
Anyhow, it was so hyped because back when back when Smash Bros. Brawl came out, I always was like, I wanted I flat out just wanted another another Smash Bros. Game with
Yeah, I think
for the
everyone
other
did,
parties.
too.
I think
Like,
you would think
everyone
everybody
had-
does.
Everyone who ever looked at Smash had their idea of what would be a perfect character set, I think, or the characters they wanted to see.
Characters they wanted, or other versions, for Microsoft.
Yeah.
You got Master Chief and the
Yeah,
guy from Gears of War, and then a Forza Horizon car, and that's your Ross. That's it. Vroom vroom. I would honestly, if I just a side note of that, if I had to design that game, if I had to design that, I would absolutely include a Forza Horizon character. I would have a car, and I would make it work. I would make him work as a character. I don't give a shit. It'd be funny. All right.
I would. Part of me would like to have the subspace emissary was such a cool thing, really.
Yeah.
I'd love to have seen all those characters be playable.
Oh no,
playable
I think that would.
Not even or just in a fun mode, or even if you could just play through them with them through the subspace, kind of like Code the Princess, like the game I showed you.
Oh yeah. I don't know. That's a lot of work, man.
I know it's a lot of work. I understand why it's not a thing. I'm just saying it would have been cool.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a cool game, really. So.
Yeah, no, but going back to PlayStation also, so it came out. So I'm like, wow, this is really hype. Basically, Smash Bros. For PlayStation. Do you want to guess how it was received? That with the E3 trailer has more dislikes than it has likes. Can you want to guess the reason?
Because the female Ghostbusters.
Nope. No, this is the reason. Imagine it was PlayStation. What? They're ripping off Smash Brothers. That was the reason.
That was the reason.
That was the entire reason. What?
Who cares? That's not their problem. They get to enjoy the game.
Yeah, no, I know. So many Nintendo fans, and I mean so many Nintendo fans, fucking attacked the shit out of this game.
What year was this?
Whenever it first came out. I don't know what year. I don't know what year it is, and since I'm playing Slime Rancher, I can't really go into it.
Right. Was it PlayStation All Stars?
Yeah, PlayStation All Stars. I can't even begin to. It was so frustrating. It was so many fans attacked us. If you look up the E3 trailer, you'll see the dislikes. It was immediately hated the shit out of. And I'm like, why? Why is it hated? It was so. It was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's not even that's because I know for a long time, there was generally you either had this was around Super Nintendo era,
Mm-hmm.
and like between like the Super Nintendo, I think, and probably like the GameCube, you either had you either were Nintendo or PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't a lot of people who who had both or played both. I know, like I never had a PlayStation growing up. I was a Nintendo kid.
I had both. Well, I had a PlayStation. Yeah, I had both. I had PlayStation 2 and a GameCube. Huh. Didn't have an Xbox.
I should eventually acquire a PlayStation 2 briefly, but for like 3 months. But yeah, wow. Because like this is definitely way after that era. Like
yeah, no, it's really shameful. Like I was honestly after, like I was so upset at all these Nintendo fans. First of all, they don't like. Oh shit! Those are my rock slimes.
It's never gonna affect them if they're.
I know, it really was not, and it. It was like it was so. I was so ashamed to be a Smash Bros. Fan. I honestly was. It was like. How could you do that? How could you do this and feel great about yourself?
Yeah, seriously. I honestly I cannot figure out a rationale for that.
No, it was just they're assholes. Like Nintendo fans, Nintendrons, what they were called back then. They're assholes, and then they went on how it was a ripoff. And the worst part of it is the part that pisses me off the most is it honestly was not really that much of a ripoff. Beyond the fact that it was a platform fighter crossover like Smash Bros, it was so different. Like it was more like a fighter. It was more like build your own combos. You had 3 attack buttons.
Yeah.
And using those attack buttons, you would basically you would design like you would sort of what's the word I'm looking for? You basically build your own combos. Yeah. Instead of having like just a standard attack and a special. So it was more like a regular fighter, and instead of like killing people, you had to build up well, I guess I shouldn't get these carrots. You had to build up I started to get these carrots. This isn't going well. This wasn't what I was expecting. I said I wasn't going to get these carrots, and now the carrots are going into my vacuum.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll just spit all these carrots out in here. Yeah, there's just a shit ton of carrots here. Oh! Ah! My rock guys hit me. They didn't like me. Alright, what was I saying? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. So, you had to build a super meter up. And you had to build it to level 1, level 2, or level 3. And you had to use that super meter to kill someone. Level 1s were quick super kills, and they couldn't kill more than 3 people, and they were really hard to hit with.
Yeah.
Level 2s, you could more easily get about 2 to 4 kills.
Mm.
And they took longer to build up.
Yeah.
But you basically like you would get more kills with them. And then level 3s were the ultimates, and they worked one or two ways. They were either an instant screen clear, so they were undodgeable, and they would guarantee you 3 kills. But those level 3 supers actually sucked ass. Or you could get up to like 6 kills with them, because they were that good. But they took forever to build up to. Yeah. And it added a lot more tactics, because like the one thing, like I'm bad at fighting games. For the reason that, like, I'm great at defense, but I can't, I'm great at defense is basically the best way to put it, but I can't, like, unleash, like, fucking devastating ass combos and just wreck people. I could at PlayStation All-Stars a bit. I had a bunch of combos in there. But, hold on. And then, basically, that was all sort of, like, skill. But PlayStation All-Stars added a fucking tactical level to it, which I liked. Like, you had to decide, like, what supers were worth saving for. Would it be better to go for a quick level 1 right now, or would you want to save up for the level 3 and I'll get, like, a shit ton of kills? And I liked that. And I liked that, like, you could just... It just felt better, is what I'd say. And, yeah. But, like... Alright, well, what was your quick denotion before...
Oh, I was going to say for fighting games, generally when I play them, I'm really good at... I can do the devastating, like, combos. The hardest problem I have, like, against someone... Honestly, I probably will fare better against a good opponent as opposed to someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Because people who don't know what they're doing just spam something. And the problem is when people spam something, especially in some games, it can be really hard to actually get in and get a hit.
Yeah.
So, like,
Go in the Connecticut, we played that fighting game. I don't even know what it was, but it's some girl with a chain. And literally, Her most basic attack, it was a quick, really short jab with her chain whip.
It was really long, though. It had a long reach.
No, not that attack. There was a really long reach attack, and then there was a really short, like, quick stab attack. So the long reach attack, whenever he was far away, I could just hound him, and he couldn't really do shit about it. Yeah, then whenever he tried to get close, I just had to use that quick basic attack. He could not get past it. It was like fucking impossible.
You won an entire round or game just by doing the one attack, the long range one.
Literally, I did that move. I just pressed that one attack over. He couldn't get past it. He was like, "What?"
There wasn't like any because like the characters move very slowly, and there's no like good. You couldn't really jump over it.
To be fair, I'm sure pro players can.
Probably, yeah. And like the only game I'm really good at, like that, regardless of whether someone's spamming, I think it's just because how spamming generally works. There's always a bit of a delay. Is Smash Bros. I can even when people are spamming attacks at me, I can usually find like the slightest frame, like the one frame that they're open, and get in. And I'm great at exploiting that with my amiibo. That's pretty much where I've learned it from, is fighting my amiibo. Because like they do that. The second like the frame that you're able to be hit, your amiibo my amiibo will hit me.
That's funny.
That's just how they work though. So like I've also
that's also how kind of how the CPU level 9s work with the perfect guards.
Fuck them.
It's so
like it's not even like that they're the thing I hate the most is it's not even that like they're tough opponents, not because they're great fighters, but because they just have like perfect everythings.
Yeah,
they have the perfect guards,
which is kind of lame.
Yeah, it's not like I would rather have them be like, I'd rather like have a more interactive fight than they guarded everything of mine and hit me.
Yeah, that's why people typically use CPU level 8s, I think, when fighting. For that reason, which I don't.
That's what I like about my amiibo is while my Palutena one is a bitch with fucking grabbing, and I hate that she does that. I didn't teach her it. The level 9 CPUs did, because that's also what they do. They perfect guard and grab. She grabs a lot, and it annoys me because like, she's one of my favorite ones to fight. She's still of all my amiibo. I think if I put them all in the smash in like a large smash, I have 5 now. If I put them all, and they're all level 50. If I put them all in. Palutena or Bowser will usually win. My Bowser, generally what happens is Zero Suit Samus gets like 1 or 2 kills, and takes a bit to or she's usually the first one off actually. My amiibo or my Mii amiibo gets like 3 or 4 or so. Like he'll get some, or no, he'll get. Sorry, Zero Suit Samus gets like 0 or 1.
We're back on amiibo talk, and I still have like a whole Destiny. I haven't even gotten to the Nintendo's bad story, which is what I'm supposed to get to.
All right. Well, my amiibo do things. Palutena is the best one I have. Go on.
Okay. Jesus. All right. So, fuck. Where was I going on it? All right. So yeah. So Smash Bros fans got like fucking upset at PlayStation All Stars. Catching you on back up to that thing we've already talked about. So they got upset at it, and they would comment like all the stuff that was ripoffs. And you wouldn't believe some of the arguments I said. First off, you could tell how little they understood about the game, because on that E3 trailer, you would find comments that say, "Oh, it's just Smash Bros, but instead of like getting knocked off the stage, you had a health bar." I'm like, "There's no health bar in the game, you dumbasses." It's like, but some of the things they said were really like. It got even stupider from there. Like, I directly remember commenting with someone, and he went on to say that the player color scheme, like, you know how player 1's red, player 2's blue, player 3's green, and player 4's yellow, something you see across all games, said that was a ripoff of fucking Smash Bros.
That's just
people are so stupid.
That's not the thing with that though. Is you want it to stay consistent because like it's an established thing. It becomes established that when you see blue, oh, that's player 1. When you see red, that's player 2.
I know.
It becomes established. It's like, and that can be a hard thing with transitioning between different games. Is like having different aspects like that, or even just different control schemes. But I digress. I
kind of want. We're out of time for this episode too, but I don't really want to keep bringing this up in each and every episode. But
yeah.
So I'll add on this little. I'll just add on this little. I'll just extend this episode a little bit. What do I care? Fuck. What was I gonna say though? I just forgot. Fuck me. Again, I did the same exact thing again.
Oh,
Oh,
that slime's adorable. Oh, you threw
so
it off.
yeah, so a lot of fans were they're making a lot of like stupid things. They're like, oh, this is how they're ripping off Smash Bros. But the worst part, not even, there's a lot of worst parts to this, honestly, but like it was like there were other games before Smash. Like Smash Bros. Wasn't the first crossover platformer fighter.
Yeah.
There, like King of Fighters existed before it, and then there was I think it was called the Outfoxies, and I think something called Poi Poi. And they were both platformer fighters before Smash Bros. Like Smash Bros. Took like, in fact, if you go through all of Nintendo's games, I think the only game that they like first came up with in terms of genre and like idea wise is Mario Kart. They were the first kart racer game. They like Mario had like Mario. There were games like Mario before it. Legend of Zelda. There were games like it before it. Like
albeit those were mostly arcade games, but still.
Arcade game. No, they're even like some just like sort of unknown about not as popular NES games and whatnot and shit like that, or whatever system. I don't know what system, but
there was the Commodore 64 before that. I know.
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that, but So, anyways, I had this. This ended up resulting in me making a troll account. And this is where I kind of got into the story, and it was called Nintendo is Bad. And I got so pissed at all these Nintendo fans that I just sort of like went on a bunch of new Nintendo videos, and I would just start calling Nintendo out on their shit, which was still prevalent back then. Honestly, they kind of did like what they're doing now. They still kind of did back then, and I would bring it up to Nintendo fans, and oh boy, do Nintendo fans not like being told how they're fucking the geniuses of their game are fucking like greedy or I never even said they were greedy bastards back then, but like
Nintendo fans
they're anything but perfect.
Nintendo fans, at least at the time, were very loyal. Like,
oh yeah, no, like they still are a lot of Nintendo fans. Like obviously, when I say Nintendo fans, I don't mean every single fucking Nintendo fan. Like I still consider myself a Nintendo fan back then. I stopped considering myself a Smash Bros. Fan for a while from when the PlayStation All-Stars shit happened. Because literally, they are the reason, at least they are part of the reason, why that game did so fucking awful. Like, it didn't, like, they destroyed publicity for it. Yeah, not publicity, they got a lot of publicity for it, but they destroyed that game before it even came out. And it's so shameful. Like, it's not, like, you should want to, like, encourage people to make games and shit like that. Especially me as a game designer, like, I don't want...
One of the things that Achievement Hunter is very, like, one of the values that I guess that they hold is they don't... People have asked them to do reviews for games a lot, and they won't do reviews for games because they don't want to, like, just tell someone that their game is shitty. Like, if a game's bad, they don't want to just, like, be like, hey, your game's a fucking piece of shit, you suck. They don't want to do that, and, like... Because they want to discourage people from making games, and people work hard on them. And like the reviews are generally also. I'm not a fan.
No, there are a lot of reviewers that again, going back to the Arlo guy who I talked about earlier. He like some people like will give honest reviews, and those people are good. But then there are people who shit on it and not be really criticism. Yeah. Like if you do make a bad game, that's fine. It's learning lessons. It's not. I mean, it depends how bad it is. Honestly, there are some forms where it's like, how did you?
I'll say a game's bad in that I didn't like it, and there were some things I find like.
Well, no, that's another thing. Like you have to understand. Like, I'll call it next time on Speletons, and we'll bring this up in the next episode.
All right.
Next time on Speletons. Bye.